Let me get straight to it. Thank you, subscribers. I really appreciate it. I was at 400. I'm all the way up to 700 and something right now. Unbelievable. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook. I'm kind of new to this with the YouTube. I had one of my subscribers told me, listen, if you want the algorithm to catch some of your videos, instead of just saying PAC, PAC, put the whole name in. Okay. So I'm really not that educated or like trying to get a lot of subscribers and stuff like that. And once he told me that, I changed my title because mostly I'm talking about Errol Spence, Crawford, and Manny Pacquiao. And sometimes I just put Bud, Pac, Spence. I don't put the whole name and stuff like that. So I'm kind of new to this. So as I go along, I'm starting to get more subs. I really thank you for this. My subscribers giving me information. I want to give a big respect to Tony Reviews because he put me on his channel and we chopped it up and we had a good time. He knows a lot more than boxing than I do. He's a boxer himself. Rebel Life Boxing. He's a new up and coming boxing channel. Brass Tacks Boxing. That's another channel. These are new channels. Like I'm new, right? So yes, I listen to the old channels that's been out, of course, and I will make a video on that talking about who inspired me to make videos, right? But we also got to put out these new videos with these new channels. You know what I'm saying? Because, you got to make room for the new people, right? So, and I really appreciate it. Tony Reviews, Brass Tacks, Boxing, Rebel Life Boxing. We might have different views, but it's all good. No problem. We're new. We're the new blood, so around the corner. So we coming up. All right. So I really want to give you appreciation for that and my subscribers. Thank you very much. Now, let's move on. Is it me? Is it me? But Mayweather just said he's going to fight Logan Paul just today for February 20th after we just saw the Errol Spence fight. I don't get it, man. It's like every time I'm about to watch a fight, a Wilder fight, this fight or that fight, he comes on and try to steal the show. But anyway, congratulations, Errol Spence. You did a good job. You did a great job. Can't take nothing away from you. I'm so happy that you won. I have to give it up to Danny Garcia. I don't get this part with Danny Garcia, right? Like, I give him respect though, but 20-something seconds left in the 12th round, he goes in Spence, and I'm like, yo, you should have done what your father told you. More output. If you had done that, at least a couple of spurts within each round of doing that instead of waiting 27 seconds in the 12th round to dominate him like that and come in and charge, we probably would have saw a different outcome, right? Danny Garcia, you didn't have enough output. You had it, but you didn't have enough output. If you had more output, and you would try to be first, things would have been different. Now, Spence, I congratulate you. Your jab was magnificent. The 1-2, the 1-1, then the 2, the 1, then the 2, or the 2. Listen, you got the job done. That's all that matters. I mean, between Danny, Errol, and Porter, what they got in common, they all went 12 rounds. Okay? Same thing with Keith and Pacquiao. The only thing I saw with Pacquiao was a first round knockdown, flash knockdown. So, hey, this is Errol Spence time, man. Quiet for a minute with that. Okay? So that's what I'll do. So I congratulate Errol Spence on his win. And what I'm looking forward to, what I'm really looking forward to now is Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. And already Manny Pacquiao made it clear that he wants this fight. He said congratulations. And if you had listened to Blue Blood, he already showed on his phone that he ready, yo. He ready. Who's next, yo? So I'm not going to even go there with that because, like I said in my last video, Errol got wet with Danny. Crawford got wet with Kell Brook. So I expect the same from this fight with Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia. And like I said, I'm not too interested in that fight, but everybody got to get wet. So if he fights him in let's see, Mayweather fighting in February. If Manny could fight Mikey in March or something like that, you got the rest of the year to get ready for Spence, yo. And that's the way I see it. And for Crawford, you're not getting that. You're not going to get that Manny Pacquiao fight. So you best believe, go fight Porter. That's your mandatory. Go fight Porter. That's it. Okay. So now we got you busy now. We got you busy. Good. My predictions after I saw that fight with Spence and Danny Garcia. Is it me? Maybe it's me. But then I had to figure it out. I said, wait a minute. They both look slow. You know, I mean, Danny Garcia is flat-footed, but Errol at times is flat-footed too, right? So I said, let me look at the stats and shit like that. So I went look at the stats with Mikey and Spence and how much he thrown, how much he landed. Then I look at the stats with Errol Spence and Porter and see how much he landed and thrown. You know, just to see where he's at with someone that's flat-footed and where he's at with someone that's moving a little bit more and more aggressive and what landed and whatnot. And then I went back to Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. And I saw how much he landed and how much he thrown. Now, if I can remember, Manny Pacquiao thrown 190. No, he landed 190. And Keith Thurman, he landed a little bit more, right? He landed more. But the thrown, what Manny Pacquiao was throwing is like somewhere around 680 thrown. Now, hello, anywhere there? Danny, if you had that output, you could have been better. Just like I said, it's more output, okay? You needed that output, okay? You had the tools, you had the strength, you had the strength conditioner. The strength conditioner, the one that conditioned your body, he did a great job, yo. I was watching him. I was listening to him in Blu-ray with Blu-ray Spence conditioning, and I was listening to the other cat that was doing Danny Garcia conditioning, and he's very educated, and he know exactly what he was talking about, yo. I mean, he had you fit for this fight. But the only problem was, like your father said, no, don't get me wrong about your father, man. He loves you, yo. And you got a lot of respect for your father because after the post-fight, he was putting you down on the table and said, yeah, you could have done better. You could have put that output out. I said, all you had to do is stay right there in the middle. And I seen it too, man. Like your father seen it. I seen it. It's like you was right there. You could have stand up to this man. And all you had to do is when you dip, weave out, attack. Don't wait for the counterattack. You're a counter puncher, but yes, Spence was giving you plenty of time to react before he reacted. You had plenty of time to react before Spence reacted, but you didn't. But see, that shit ain't gonna happen with Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao ain't waiting for you to go first, okay? And Manny Pacquiao was faster, and Manny Pacquiao got angles, okay? And they both southpaw. Oh, can somebody refresh my mind here and let me understand something? Because I might be wrong, but Manny Pacquiao last southpaw that he fought was David Diaz. Yeah, and he put an ass whipping on that boy. But who did Spence fight? So I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to say I don't know. I just don't know. Who was Spence's last southpaw? Who did he fight? So that's all I'm asking. It's not that I'm trying to be funny or nothing like that. I just want to know what he had to. I just want to know how he fights southpaws. Okay, since I haven't seen what was the last southpaw? Okay, I don't know. But back to Angel Garcia. Yeah, man. He kind of embarrassed his son and kind of put him down a little bit after the post fight and said, yo, you could have done more. But he's right. Danny, you could have done more, but you didn't. And when the last 27 seconds of the round of the 12th, I'm like, what the hell? Who is this guy? He was up in there, backing Errol Spence up, roughing him up. And I'm like, yo, if you had just did that at least in other rounds, put some pressure on him like that, because you was conditioned, bro. Your condition was, yo, you rehydrate, yo, your shit was nice, yo. That's the first time I've ever seen Danny so big and so strong looking like that. And that's what Spence said. He said his punches were on, but he was a strong dude. That's your conditioning, man. That man that conditioned you, he knew what he was doing, bro. And I was listening to him. I was like, yo, this guy got Danny right. But Danny problem is what? Output, man. You could have had that, you could have had that closer. You could have had that, yo. So, hey, it is what it is. No one got knocked down. No one got knocked out. This fight, just like the rest of the fights, it went to decision. Same thing with Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. But I'm not going to put the predictions in with Manny. Like I said, at the end of the day, I got Manny Pacquiao beating Errol Spence and Crawford. Yes, I did say I think Crawford would give Manny Pacquiao a harder run for his money because of all the tools he got in the box. But I also said Crawford has a chin, and Kell Brook didn't receive any of those to give Crawford, get it together, asshole. He didn't get Crawford any chocolate brownies. And I think his chin ain't ready to test it. But I also think that Manny Pacquiao could beat Crawford, but it would be a harder tackle right there. Now, people are saying, oh, this is what should happen. I think Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence should fight, and Manny Pacquiao sit back in the king chair and wait. Like this is Mortal Kombat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I don't think Manny Pacquiao need to wait for these two to fight. You find your weakest link and you grab it right away. Right away, man. What is it? Errol Spence, what age he gonna be? I can't remember. He's a Pisces like me and a Southpaw. So peace out to Errol Spence. You know I love you, brother. But like I said, you ain't got the skills to pay the bills when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. And that's the way I see it, man. I want to predict this fight right now. Because, bro, you don't move your head, bro. And if you back up, you know what? Let me just stop right there, man. Let me stop right there. Because all I'm seeing, you know what? Just shut up. Don't shut up. When that time come, I'll put the icing on the cake with that. But for now, I feel like, yo, that's all I want to see, man. It's Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. And I think he is the weakest link. I think that between Crawford and Errol Spence, I think Manny Pacquiao should not wait for these two to fight each other, because all you're going to get is shit going to be prolonged with the 50-50, the 60-40, the 40-40, the 20. If you win, you get the 20. I don't want to go through all that prolonging. Somebody got to take the belt from Manny Pacquiao, and then you could talk all that ish, all right, and see who deserves what. But I'm not going through black on black crime with each other, trying to figure out who shit don't stink the most and who did the most, right? But let me tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you something right now. If Manny Pacquiao beats Spence, he is the pound for pound. I don't care what you talk about Crawford pound for. Why is Crawford pound for pound? Oh, because what? He unified? Well, guess what? He just unified at welterweight division. Manny Pacquiao just unified welterweight if he beats Spence. Taking the 3 belts right there. So I ain't trying to hear shit. If this fight, because I already feel that Manny Pacquiao going to beat Spence. I was looking at that fight. I watched that fight 3 times with Danny Garcia and Spence. And I saw shit too. Oh yeah, I saw shit. And Danny didn't have the output. Nah, he didn't have the output. And Porter, he had the muscle and the output, but he smothered his punches. But my boy Manny, he got the output, he got the angles, he got the setups for you, he got the traps for you, and his output. The last fight with Keith Thurman, he thrown over 600. He thrown over 600. Go back to your fight, Spence, see how much did you thrown and landed. When you hit somebody like Mikey, when you hit somebody like Porter, when you hit somebody like Danny Garcia, They all have different styles. The one style that's different from these two is Porter. And your output wasn't as much as Manny Pacquiao in the Keith Thurman fight. Nah, you're going to have to step it up, boy. Because that jab, it's predictable, man. The jab is a 1-2 left to the body. 1-1 left to the body. 1-2 or 1-2. Yo, that ain't gonna work with Manny, man. That ain't gonna work with Manny. Nah, he's just gonna bang his shit and be like, come on. So it's all good though. But like, you the truth. But I haven't seen nobody get knocked out or knocked down as yet. What I saw with Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. When Manny Pacquiao gets where he needs to go with his feet to get his hands out, to throw those hands, that momentum is going to make his power worse than you ever felt in your life, bro. Mark my words. But for now, congratulations, Errol Spence. I'm glad this is over with this car wreck. I'm glad you're done with this accident. We passed that now. Who should you fight next? Hey, if that fight comes up with Crawford, fine. But I believe it's not. Y'all going to be bickering about 60-40, 50-50, 20, 40-40, 20 take all. Okay? So in the meantime, let Crawford do his mandatory if he wants to, because he ain't getting a Pacquiao fight. Most likely you will. So let's just see what happened with Manny Pacquiao and him getting wet with Mikey in the early part of 2021. And we shall see if God let us, right? Through this crisis, if we here to see it, all blessings, right? All gratitude. And then we should see what's next at the end of the year, middle of the year or the end of the year. Spence and Manny Pacquiao, like I always wanted. All right, peace out, yo. Like I said, thanks for the subscribes. 20 reviews, Brass Tacks Boxing, Rebel Boxing Life, Rebel Life Boxing, all that, yo. These are new up-and-coming channels. Check them out. And just add them to your list, yo. Y'all have a good one. And congratulations, Errol Spence. I knew you could do it, bro. Bring your ass over here. Yeah.